For over 25 years, the Retirement Benefits Authority has played a key role in transforming the retirement benefits sector and bringing dignity in retirement. In this documentary, we trace the milestones in the authority's 25-year journey.
Pension is what drives the economy.
It feels nice turning 25 years.
I'm proud to have been part of this journey.
The future is bright.
Retirement Benefits Authority, RBA, is a regulatory body under the National Treasury and Economic Planning established under the Retirement Benefits Act. The Act was enacted in order to bring the retirement benefits industry under a harmonized legislation. The Act established RBA in the year 2000 for the regulation, supervision, and promotion of retirement benefit schemes, the development of the retirement benefit sector, and for connected purposes.
The mandate of the authority is to regulate and supervise the establishment of retirement benefit schemes in Kenya, to protect the interest of employees who are saving in retirement benefit schemes, and even the sponsors, the employers who promote these retirement benefit schemes.
The vision of RBA is dignity in retirement, and its mission is to promote saving for retirement by supervising and supporting the development of the retirement benefit sector.
In the year 2000, the whole industry and all the pension assets under management were only 40 billion Kenya shillings. Today, the assets under management have grown to 2.5 trillion Kenya shillings as at June 2025. That represents a 600% growth over the last 25 years.
Setting aside resources for retirement benefits for employees is a voluntary arrangement. Today, more than 3,400 employers have voluntarily created retirement savings.
In total, we have 7.5 million Kenyans who have a retirement saving, out of a labor force of 28.4 million.
The Finance Act of December 2024 was a game changer in the management of retirement benefits.
Prior to December 2024, for you to access your benefits tax-free as a Kenyan worker, you'd have to wait until the age of 65. So what are we saying today? Anybody who has served for 20 years plus, anytime they get their retirement benefits, is tax exempt. And therefore we are affording people who want to move into other spheres of their lives at an earlier age to still access their money tax-free, as long as it has been in the scheme for more than 20 years. Today, the law requires that every retiree or anybody who exists from any retirement benefit scheme, whether at retirement age or at any other earlier date, if they choose to be paid their benefit, the benefits must be paid within 30 days.
The other key milestone is the digitization at RBA.
We used to do a lot of manual processing of data. You could find, like, during the end of the financial year, you used to have schemes and service providers providing to us, submitting to us documents, a lot of documents that were basically to ensure compliance. And all these things we used to do with the manual. So we realized that as a retirement benefit authority, we could not be able to move in that direction because we realized there was inefficiency in terms of processes. The HR system was not there, the financial system was not there. We didn't even have any regulatory system we could use. So we started small. We did a small system internally, and we were able to do some data processing with that system. Now we have a wide scope system, able to take care of all the sector, more like a sector-wide system integration. We have been able to integrate our system with our service providers. We have integrated our system with our schemes, with our fund managers, and with our custodians. So basically, so far so good. I think we have been able to do that integration. We have been able to do data collection from this system. We have been able to do online compliance dashboard. Basically, you can be able to see our compliance level because you are collecting data automatically from these service providers. We have been able to have a system that can be able to give us early warnings for non-compliance. So our focus has been to ensure that, one, pension funds are secure and sound. That means that members' contributions are very secure, they have been invested well, sponsors remit contributions, and also the management of the risk that affect the pension schemes are well managed.
Dr. Edward Odundo is a former Chief Executive Officer of the Retirement Benefits Authority and currently a lecturer at the University of Nairobi.
I saw an industry which had a lot of challenges, but we worked very closely with a number of forced pension schemes, and most of them came out of those challenges. One thing, we have built the industry, which is a very strong industry, and pensioners today can sit down and be happy that at least we did a separation of roles, or of Chinese wall, between the employer and the employee.
Dr. Odundo was keen on capacity building during his term.
And one thing that I also did, which I'm proud of, is to introduce the training for trustees, the TDBK, the one being run by the College of Insurance.
And going forward, we are actually also working on the Administration Development Program of Kenya, which is on course. We have already finished with the curriculum preparation. And this is going to be similar to the Trustees Development Program, because we want administrators also to appreciate and understand their roles. We want to make sure that there's a standard way in which administration is carried out within the retirement benefit sector, so that you don't get people moving from one entity to the other and having different standards.
Some of the RBA retirees are still in the sector, using their skills and knowledge to support the sector even beyond the borders.
I'm the immediate former director for Research Strategy and Planning at the Retirement Benefits Authority. I'm almost now a year into retirement. From there, I moved on to help the industry in the continent, and I'm currently the head of Africa Pension Supervisors Association. The association has its secretariat based in Nairobi and housed by the Retirement Benefits Authority. We have challenges like low pension coverage. You can imagine in the entire of Africa, pension coverage is just about 15%, meaning that out of every 100 people, only 15 have prepared themselves well for retirement. 85% have not, and largely because the labor market in Africa is dual, and the largest employer in the African continent is the informal sector, employing in excess of 85% of the workforce. So African workers are not being prepared well to retire. For the youth, I would advise that you start saving for pension at your earliest. Don't wait until you get a job. Start saving from your hustling job. As long as you're able to make income, it will become part of you. We are moving forward and innovations are coming into place, and you do not want your children to start where you have started. Give to your children pension immediately they are born, so that they have some savings from day one.
Kenya's top social security fund is the National Social Security Fund, which continues to play a key role in ensuring dignity after employment. This is a universal, mandatory scheme that provides for the retirement benefits for all Kenyan workers, both in the informal and the formal sector.
NSSF has really improved, and courtesy of the Retirement Benefits Authority, we have worked together. The relationship has been cordial. They have assisted us in compliance, in implementing the regulations, and also in terms of implementing governance structures, in implementing investment guidelines. The RBA investment guidelines have actually guided NSSF's investments over the years. And as we speak, NSSF is fully compliant with those investment guidelines, and we are well on the road to maximizing on the returns to our members as a result of implementation of those investment guidelines. As we speak now, NSSF is paying promptly.
The other pension scheme that is regulated by RBA is the Public Service Superannuation Fund.
The membership of our scheme are basically drawn from teachers, the National Police Service, the NYS, Kenya Prisons, and the employees who are serving in the civil service. We have a total membership of close to 500,000. Each member contributes every month 7.5% of their basic salary, and the sponsor, which is the National Treasury of the government, contributes 15% for them. And we are mandated through the regulations with the Board of Trustees to ensure that we keep these funds well invested and give a return to members.
The formation of the Association of Retirement Benefits Scheme of Kenya is yet another key milestone worth highlighting.
ARBS was started way back in 1999, and the idea then was to have an association that represents the interests of retirement schemes in Kenya. Our main objective is to advocate for our members, to educate our members, and to empower our members with knowledge and awareness. Our pensioners now start enjoying tax-free benefits right from when they retire. So that for us was a big win.
And as RBA celebrates 25 years, it is worth noting that it remains a pace-setter in Africa.
I'm Chief Financial Markets Officer at FSD Africa. FSD Africa is a development agency that is supporting financial sector development across Africa. And in my role, I'm responsible for the development of capital markets, catalytic transactions, sovereign debt advisory, as well as energy finance. One is what we call the Africa Pension Supervisors Association, APSA, that we worked very closely with the Retirement Benefits Authority here in Kenya about 4 or 5 years ago to curate. And RBA Kenya was a founding member among 5 that established this, but really the idea came out of Kenya. It was a Kenyan initiative that was expanded and included 4 other founding members. Today we have 22 countries in Africa that are members.
The Association of Pension Trustees and Administrators of Kenya is also a key pillar in the growth and stability of RBA.
This is a non-profit and non-political association whose purpose is to represent and the interests of these members, and also to advocate for policy improvements, administrative improvements in the management of our pension schemes and investment of our pension funds, as well as ensuring that governance is maintained by the members, both our corporate and individual members.
Reforms in this sector are anchored on research, strategy, and planning.
We deal with the data, real data, transforming data to information. We look at the growth of the retirement benefits funds, all the way from the investment to the payment of benefits. We undertake research which informs policy. And in most cases, the policy is translated to the legal amendments.
One of the key milestones that we have really embraced is awareness creation. That members of schemes and even all the stakeholders are actually made to know what is required of them in daily running of the scheme and even in complaints management. Then comes the technology. Automation has really helped. We used to struggle with complaints on missing data initially, where a claimant would come and then when you contact the scheme, they tell you that we don't have his records or we don't even know whether he's a member, but that one has been cured by technology. When you are employed, all your data is captured, all your dependents are captured. If I contact the trustees of a scheme, they're able to, within no time, just pull out. And that has aided in turnaround time with which complaints are resolved.
the Fund Managers Association. We are the voice of the industry. We are a coalition of the willing, licensed fund managers in Kenya, licensed by both the Retirement Benefits Authority as well as the Capital Markets Authority. We advocate on behalf of the industry, all fund managers that are licensed.
Let's now shift to some testimonials. And Albanas Makau is a former employee of Nairobi Water and Sewerage Company.
For retirement, nikuja nikaanza kufunga tukuku, nikachimba bole ya maji, nikaanza kupanda tumboga, nikaweka kabiashara hapo kwa soko kidogo. So nalima tu ile irrigation kidogo, tumaindi, mboga, vitu kama hizo tu, njia ya kusurvive. Lab trust, that's the scheme. Na wakati niliretire, walinipatia lab sum, na pia upata pension in every month. Kawaida wanga tunaipata by 24th, but sometimes wanalipa early. So by the time tukuja kuretire, tumeenda seminar kama 2-3 vile unaweza ishi.
And that's indeed dignity in retirement, a vision worth celebrating in RBA's 25-year journey.
Our members are in a much better place for sure.
So we celebrate RBA for the fantastic things that they have done in the last 25 years, mobilizing resources that has built this nation and beyond.
With the formulation of the retirement benefits policy today, the future is bright. I look at the future and I look at us bringing more inclusion in this space. That the people who are excluded, who are not participating in the retirement savings, that will bring them on board. We are deliberate in terms of policy. We are even more deliberate in our strategic plan.